Welcome back to Loco Techman. So today we're going to be talking about backups and personal data and how you can protect yourself and your data in case of data loss. And if you are not aware, data loss can happen for whatever reason. Your storage device fails, maybe you drop your computer and everything inside gets all bent out of shape, whatever. Anything can happen. You can have your backup somewhere else on the cloud. You can have it on a USB somewhere else, or you can have a separate device connected to your computer sitting on a separate area. I have a hard drive, a big capacity hard drive on the floor below this computer under my desk. That's another way. Let's say this catches on fire, which is most likely not going to happen, but you never know. So today we're going to be covering ways to protect your data, and I'm going to show you some software as well so that you can use instead of the backup option with Windows. So let's go to the computer, and I'm going to make my screen smaller. Okay, so we are in the computer. So the easiest thing you can do is you can check your computer and check your files. So you go to this PC and let's say you wanna, okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna open another tab, and let's say you just wanna transfer over the important files that you have on your computer. You can go a way that I like to do this. I go to PC, I go to my disk C, I go to users, and I go to the particular user that I want to grab the information from. Then you can do control, grab all your documents, all your stuff in desktop, pictures, whatever folder is important to you, you want to transfer over. You can just control copy, or if you, let's say you have a lot of files here on documents, you can also do the same thing. Same principle applies. Control, you grab different things. If you want to check how much space is occupied on those folders, go to properties. And this way you'll know if your storage device can handle the amount of documents you're going to be transferring over. So you just grab it and drag it over to wherever you want to save it. And that's the easiest way to save your data somewhere else and protect yourself. So now we're going to see other options as well. So Windows has a couple of things, right? So if we go to control panel, you're going to see the different options. If you see up here to the right, you see large icons. Most of the time you're going to see it like this. But if you want to see the other options, I think large or small icons is easier so that you can see the options. So you got file history, you got backup and restore, you got recovery as well. And let me explain what each one of those does. If you go to recovery, you're going to see here, create a recovery drive. This is for troubleshooting the computer. It's just going to create a recovery drive that you're going to be able to use on recovery environment on the blue screen that has a troubleshoot and command line and all that kind of stuff. It's going to help you recover from if you're having image boot up issues, among a couple other things. So this does not save any of your data. Just know that it is a recovery drive with the Windows image, but it doesn't have any of your personal files. So that's just for troubleshooting. System restore, configure system restore. If you go to configure system restore, it basically allows you to use this feature. You're going to see here, system protection is on for the drive C. Basically, this means that if you go here to configure, most of the time it's going to be disabled. But if you turn it on, this allows you to use snapshots. This is different because this does not mess with your data, but it allows you to go back to a point back in time when you had better settings. Let's say you start messing with all the settings on your computer and then it starts acting up. It's not working well. You can just go to your configured snapshots, and here if you put in create, you can do like first boot or something, whatever, right? You can create, and then it'll create a snapshot, a point in time when your computer was configured a certain way. If you go to system restore here, you'll see if you go next, I have a snapshot here before so basically it's Windows update, and I can go before that Windows update. So I'm going to cancel. If you want to create it, like I said, F boot, and I put create, and it creates a restore point and basically has all the settings that it currently has right now. And let's say in 3 months or a couple months later, I start changing everything and then something gets messed up, I can just go back here and go to this point in time, F boot, and the computer is going to have the same settings that it had before. So this is a neat feature if you mess a lot with settings and start installing different things. So just know that you have that option there, system protection, enable it. I like to have it enabled. And now let's see the other options. That was recovery. File history. This is more, like I said, for backing up your files in a particular time frame. Let's say you can do daily, you can do different, let's see, advanced settings, and you can see here, daily, keep save versions forever. So this is like an override function if it gets full. And this one has the schedule for backing up all your files. If you enable it on your drive, you'll basically, on a schedule, you're going to be saving all your files. And you'll see here, restore personal files. If you click here, you'll see all your files here. Let's say you erase something. Now I'm going to have to redo it again. No, you can go back in time. Let's say to the day before when you had the file. You can just go to the specific folder, grab it, and restore it to your computer. This is also another neat feature if you're concerned about, if you're always moving a lot of data. So just take that into consideration. You can select the drive. This is my USB. You can exclude whatever folders you don't want and just have that, none of that stuff on those folders be saved to the file history. So just know file history is another option there for Windows if you want to have that enabled or disable it. Or if you want to use something else, use whatever you prefer. We're going to go back to control. Like I said, a lot of the stuff is easy. Try it out and see how it works. But it's all this stuff is kind of like self-explanatory. Like I showed you, you turn it on, you turn it off. If it doesn't work, select that drive again. It'll find it, and then you click OK down here. So it's really easy to use. Now we're going to go back to control panel. Okay, now in control panel, you're going to see something else here, backup and restore. And you are going to see something, Windows 7. Microsoft has said that if you can use an alternative, something else, use it instead of using this. So they don't even want you using this. So if you see here, you can create a system image. You can create a system repair disk. Okay, so this is a system repair disk, just like a pre-installation environment. You can create an image that you can boot to repair problems with Windows. If you create a system image, it's basically gonna grab everything. So just know there's a difference between create a system image up here versus set up a backup. This is Windows backup, right? And this is a system restore. If you have an image with Windows, this is going to find the image and it's going to allow you to restore to that image. And it says here, if the backup location one is not listed below, connect the drive with the backup of this computer and then click refresh. Okay, and it's not finding anything because I don't seem to have anything right now. So you see here, restore, backup. You can set a backup and you can set like a schedule again, like I said, and you can choose the folders that you want to back up, and you can back up your C drive as well. And you can select this to include a system image of the partitions on the computer if you want to have everything. But like I said, even Windows doesn't want you to use this. And let's see, let's check this one real quick, system image on a hard disk, and it'll put everything, all your partitions and data and everything on the device that you have connected. And this one is a little lengthier. But what if I tell you that there's a better option? And like I said, Microsoft doesn't want you using this option, this tool. So let's find something better that we can use. And there's a couple that you can use. Aomei Backupper, and we're going to go to the websites right now. And this is going to help you clone and back up all your stuff on your computer. It's going to let you create kind of like an image. And let's do Aomei Backupper. And what's going to happen here, I'm going to select this one, the aomeitech.com. I'm going to select it, and we're going to see Aomei Backupper. And this is a free option. So that's kind of nice. You just download and install it. Once you install it, you're going to have it on your system. This is a good option to back up your files, to clone a drive. And when you open it up, it's going to keep asking you to do the pro version if you want to do that. And sometimes they have good deals and stuff. You can see here I have a system backup that I did with Aomei Backupper. And you can have a schedule, and if you click here, you can see the different options: edit, backup, restore. You can restore to this image, and then it'll put the computer back to the state it was before when you did the backup. And you can do it turned on but you can do it turned off as well. The way that you're going to do it when it's turned off is going to be kind of like when we do high-ends, or when we do the pre-installation environment. You're going to boot into the USB. Of course, you're going to have to remove the old drive and install the new one so that you can transfer this image to the new storage device. Or if you just want to clone that image on another drive and keep it separate, you can do that. You can do whatever you want, but just know there's different options here. And we'll see here, advanced shortcuts merge. So you'll see the options here. You have home and backup. This is a full system backup, a disk backup with the partitions, partition backup, and you even have file backup. If you click here, you select the source. Obviously, it's going to be the specific folders and files every time it changes. You can back it up, or you can back it up on a schedule. I'm not sure if the free option has the schedule, but you'll see here syncing, basic sync. You have a couple of things that you can try. Clone, and you can see here system clone. It has you need the pro version, but you can do also disk clone as well, and you can clone the entire disk. I'm not sure if you need let's see, if you need the pro version. Doesn't seem like. So you can select the disk here. You're going to go next, and you can choose the destination disk if you have another storage device on your computer. And you can do partition clone a partition or volume from one to another. So this is free, and it's kind of nice that you can use it. And then look at this, it has other stuff, but this is important. They create bootable media. This one is going to help you create a bootable media that you can turn on to in case your computer fails to boot. And in this case, let's say your old device fails, your old drive, then you're going to be able to remove it, install a new one, boot into the bootable image, and then once you boot into the pre-installation environment, you're going to be able to add that image onto the new storage device that you just installed on your computer. And we'll do that in a second. I'm going to show you the other option as well. And like I said, this is pretty easy to use. It's pretty self-explanatory, but I wanted to show you guys that you have better options, easier options to use. Have you heard about Todo Backup? Let's see. easeus, I think it is. Okay, easeus, there you go. Todo Backup. It's also a free option that you can download. It's kind of like the Aomei Backupper, right? It's pretty similar. Okay, let's select Todo Backup free. And you can see here, okay, now I can see the exit option. Okay. He says to do backup home, only $19.95, and you'll see here free backup software, one-click backup, and instant recovery with high efficiency. Perform disk imaging and save backups in a safe condition. Over 20 million users enjoy backup getting full, get 250 gigabytes of cloud. So it offers you a few things. Obviously, you're going to have to pay for it. The free download is going to have these different things that you can do. I like Aomei, easeus to do as well. It's a good option. Just choose the one that you prefer and that you want to use. You may know how to use one, and that fulfills your needs. You can also do that. You can see here all the other stuff that the pro version has, system clone and everything. So what I'm going to do is, if you want to download either option, just go ahead. You know the website. You can see which one it is, the one you want. I want to use Aomei. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to create a bootable media device. Let's see if we can do that. And we're going to boot into it. Okay, I'm going to select my specific USB. And I'm going to do create. Okay. You can now use this USB device to boot your computer. Okay, so it says finished. Now I can click on it. And now we're going to give it a try, see what happens, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close out of this one. And something to let you guys know is that I'm pretty sure you can create the bootable USB and also have that backup of your system in the same USB. What I did is I put it on a separate one, the PE image. So here, you can see here, boot, and then I have this, the image on this device. So the only thing I have on this separate USB is the system image, and on the second USB, I have the boot pre-image to boot in case your computer is having issues, or let's say your drive breaks. If it breaks and you have to remove it and add a new one, you're not going to have an operating system. So you're going to have to boot into the pre-installation environment and then install the image onto your new drive. So what we're going to do is, let's turn off the computer. We'll do a quick test just to show you guys if it works. But these are some neat backup options if you are interested in backing up your files, your entire system image, among other things, right? Okay, I'm going to choose F12 because I know that's where my, it's going to show me all the currently connected devices. So let's see here. And which one? So my USB, I am pretty sure it's this first one. Because I have two USB connected. And I'm going to select this one and we'll see what happens. So just know you are going to have to boot to the one that has your PE environment. Okay, and it looks like it's doing the loading files when you're going into a PE environment. Okay, and we can see the Aomei backupper coming up. Like I said, this only installs the obviously uses Aomei backupper software and creates a PE environment that we can access if our computer is not coming up. And as you can see, you can see my system backup, and we are booted into the pre-installation environment, and it only has the Aomei backupper. And this is great if your main drive failed, something happened to it, you remove it, you install a new one, you don't have an operating system. So you want to install this to your new drive. You can just go here, system backup, and you can do restore. And what'll happen is you'll restore the system backup that you saved. And I'm going to remove my image. You're going to go next, and you're going to do the destination. Source is going to be your main backup, and your destination is going to be your new storage device in case you install the new one. But as you can see, this is perfect because it's going to allow you to boot into a pre-installation environment with Aomei backupper, which is going to allow you to use that backup, and you're going to be able to use it and install it on a new drive. You have the cloning feature here as well. If you have a functional drive as well. So if you want to create a bootable environment just with Aomei backupper and have that backup on another one, this is going to help you protect it. This is and listen to this. This is better than the Windows 7 backup option that they have on control panel. So use Aomei backupper or use easeus todo. If you exit, it'll turn off because it's the only program it has, right? So use your USB. You have that option. You have the option for the options that Windows provides you. You can also do easeus todo, Aomei backupper, whatever option you prefer, you think is best for your own case. Definitely go ahead. They have the free options, like I told you. You don't have to pay anything. If you want the pro version and you want to have more features, that is up to you if you want to do that. But if you don't want to do that, you can use any of the other options. And what we'll do is we'll boot to the computer and we'll check if there's anything that we missed. Okay, now in our computer, like I said, Aomei backupper is going to leave on your system. So if you want to uninstall it, you can just go ahead and uninstall it. But if you are concerned about your data and you want to continuously back up your stuff, keeping it is not going to hurt you. It's a trusted software. I have not heard anyone having issues with that. Like I said, you have this option, which even Microsoft says that you're not supposed to be using, or you find a better alternative, but this is better than nothing, let me tell you that. Recovery, you have there for creating the repair disk and the other stuff. You have file history if you want to have a historical timeline of your data so that you can protect your data in case you are constantly moving files, or if you erase something and you just want to go and revert to something you have a previous week. In my case, if you want to know what I do, I keep a full backup of my entire system. And whenever I need to redo it, like I do it every few months, sometimes 3 months. I'm not too concerned because I have a USB with all my important files. And then when I want to have a complete backup, I do a complete backup and I keep it just in case I have a problem, and then I need to quickly install it and attach it to my computer. Just know that if you get a new computer, like for example, if I back up this and then the drive fails, I can just reinstall it on this one because it's going to have all the same drivers and everything. But if you get a different computer, a new one, just start from fresh. Do a clean install and just grab all your files and then put them on the computer and reinstall the software that you care about. Because you could potentially have problems with all the old drivers, and I've seen people say that they're having issues and they did a clean install and then their computer started working fine. So just know that if you get a new computer and you have the old backup, best thing you can do is do a clean install. And I wanted to cover this because some people may not know what software to use to back up their system or to clone. And like I said, easeus, todo, and I'm going to provide the links in the description. That software is free and it's good and it's used by many people. If you want to get the pro version, just know they charge you for that, and just account for that. And if you like to save your stuff to the cloud, there's different providers that will charge you. I don't know if you heard about OneDrive, which I didn't cover. You need a Microsoft account, and let me cover that real quick if you are interested. So we all know what OneDrive is. So you probably use it at work. I've used it at work as well. You have it right here. It lives here on the right bottom corner. If you log in with your Microsoft account, I think it'll give you 5 gigabytes, possibly more. I'm not sure. And then if you pay, you'll get a lot more. But if you want to sync all your files with OneDrive, that's what OneDrive is useful for. And then when you get a new computer, you just log in, you sync your files, and all your files will be on that new computer. If you don't know how to use it, OneDrive is really easy to use, in all honesty. You go here to OneDrive video tutorials from Microsoft, and you can go on the web, which is your Microsoft account, and you'll see OneDrive there. And you can see OneDrive for Windows here, and you'll see that how it lives here, and there you go. So you just click here, it'll open up, and then it'll give you a few options. You'll also see it on your file explorer with your name, and you'll be able to see all your different folders that you have saved up to the cloud. The nice thing about this is you don't need a USB, you just need a Microsoft account. But if you don't like Microsoft accounts, use any of the other options I showed you. Any of those are gonna work for your purpose. And you'll see here different things, different statuses and dates and everything. It's decent and at letting you know all the stuff that you have and that you have uploaded to the cloud. And if you click on the OneDrive and then manage backup here, you'll be able to back up the folders that you choose. If you don't want to select other folders, just do not toggle them on. Like here, you'll see documents and desktop. If you want to save documents and desktop data, it'll sync it to the cloud. And then whenever you make changes and add or remove stuff, it will also sync it and say, okay, this file is new one, so I'm gonna upload it to the cloud. So it'll do everything automatically. If you are interested in that, that's another option. If you have Mac, you can go down here and see the option for Mac. And they even have a mobile device option for business. So just know that whatever option you prefer, use that. You have OneDrive, USBs, and many other things. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments, or shoot any better options in the comment section. Sometimes I get to read it, but I'm not having a chance to reply back to everyone. But I will try, and I will try to push more videos because I know that I've been out of the loop with YouTube. But more videos coming, and I hope this was informational, at least letting you know which options you can use. And I showed you, and at the end of this video, I'll show you a quick video of how to do a backup and restore on a system that is functional. Basically, if I open Aomei Backuper from here and I do restore, I'll be able to restore with a functional system, and it'll restore it to the image that we backed up in the past, right? You go here, you go back up. Well, you can do them from home, and you'll see here, and you'll see a restore option here. And you can do a full restore of your system, and you'll see here. You can go next, and you'll be able to do a live kind of like restore. But I'll add a video. It'll be fast forwarded. It'll be quick. If you want to see that option, that it works, it just makes the system the same as when you did that backup. which I did the backup and I did the restore at the same time. So it's going to look the same. So this is it. If you want to see that last video, I'm going to add it at the end, and it's just going to be a quick, fast time lapse of that backup and restore. And it'll give you an idea how it looks, the process. Okay. And that's it for this video. And I hope to see you guys again in the next one. And take care. Local Tech Man out.